My name is Davis Wardwell. I'm 18
My name
years
is
old.
Lisa
My name is
Hannon.
Noah Blunt. I'm the student pastor here
Trio
at Northside.
Quinn. I'm actually Charlie's cousin.
David Thomas, here with Charlie.
Austin Gregory. Thank you for having
My
me.
name is Donovan
My name is
Jones.
Micah Aver. I'm a student at Lounge High
All
School.
right. Well, Mr. Charlie, you're going to lead us out here tonight on your Young Minds podcast.
All right, welcome back to the podcast. I have Audrey Merriman back with me today. If you remember, we had Asa and her back on. It's been a while now. It was the final episode of 2023,
right? Yes.
Right? So
It's crazy.
That's been
so
long. And to give some just transparency, this one was actually kind of thrown together last minute, but I promise you it's going to be a great one because Audrey always does a wonderful job at anything she does. But we're just going to kind of catch up with you a little bit since the last time.
Yes.
So a lot's happened. So what are you studying at college, and what makes you so passionate about it?
Yeah, so I am at Wiregrass for cosmetology, and I would say I'm passionate about it because I'm really passionate about it because I just I've always loved doing hair and makeup and stuff.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know. I don't feel like you have to do it. You know what I'm saying? I totally don't think you have to do it to be pretty or whatever.
Yeah.
I just enjoy doing it. It's something that I enjoy. Yeah. And I like doing it. So it's just so fun. And I really am just excited to be able to put people in my chair and talk to them about Jesus, and because it's a really good opportunity. They're sitting down in my chair. I'm gonna be able to talk to them about whatever, So it's a very good opportunity.
Oh, you can. Because I talk to the person that cuts my hair about stuff all the time.
Yeah.
We're just yapping.
You gotta talk about something, right?
Right. You don't want to just be sitting there awkwardly.
Yeah. I mean, it's a very easy way to gossip, and I've seen that. So it's a really good way for me to, take that opportunity to share about Jesus.
And I mean, the stories you feel when you're coming to work, and they make me laugh.
Yeah. Every time I come in to school, I tell Charlie another story.
I'm not trying to call you out, but when you when you hurt your hand, right?
Yes,
when you were
because I kept cutting my hand open when I was learning how to do
it's girl, it's what'd you do? How'd you do that?
Yes.
You gotta.
Every day there was a different story.
And trust me, they're still coming.
Yeah, I know, they're still coming.
That's really cool,
Yes.
And I think from what I can tell, more and more people in our age group, and they're going that route.
Right. Yes.
A lot of women are going that route.
So
which is
it's
really
just
cool.
such a cool field to be creative and the
Yep,
hair
and
coloring, the makeup, nails. It's just
and to serve others too.
Yes,
and,
it is.
and like you said, to talk to people.
Absolutely.
I mean, 'cause you get to know a lot of different types of people.
So actually, when I graduated high school, I really didn't know what I was going to do, and I was working at Natalie Grace Boutique and Blowout Bar, and they have a blowout bar, which is when you get your hair washed and blow dried, and I had never heard of that before. And while I was working there, I ended up having to do one for a person.
Yeah.
And I was so scared because I was I've never done this before in my life. Oh no. But I ended up loving it, and that's how I really was I think I'm going to do this.
That's
and
cool.
I prayed about it, and ended up getting into the school.
That's awesome.
Crazy.
So, but we just did our big Christmas program at Northside.
Yes.
Me and you played, a role in it, in helping Jeff put it together. So what was that like for you? I mean, because you're his assistant, as we'll get into later. So, how was that you're running around like crazy.
Yeah.
And like Amber said.
Like a chicken with my head cut off.
Yeah, you're running around. So how was that like for you?
It was a lot.
Yeah.
But it was definitely worth it. I mean, there was so much that went into it, really behind the scenes, that side of it. Crazy, but it was definitely worth it.
Yeah.
When it came out, when it all came together Sunday, it was just so good.
We talked about this, the other day. I was so honestly shocked, and it was a God thing about how well it went, because I think even Jeff, if he probably listened to this, that Wednesday rehearsal was not the best rehearsal.
The Wednesday rehearsal, and even before Sunday, when we met at 8, and from 8 to 8:45, it was stressful then. And I was worried, but Jesus, it was so good.
But
God really showed up.
God showed up.
What she always does, but it was a good,
yeah.
I'm trying to say,
and I was telling people, about kind of some of the struggles of it, not just to be transparent about it. I was like, what you saw was shocking for all of us in that choir.
Yes.
And I mean, God truly worked in it.
Yes.
I mean, and all the soloists.
there were still a few hiccups.
Oh yeah, but I mean,
nothing's perfect.
Nothing that I was oh my gosh, that's gonna ruin.
But it went so well. I was so glad.
And just to give Wyatt a shout out.
Yes, Wyatt
did
so good with the photos.
Those photos.
They were awesome.
Top notch.
Yes.
And definitely recommend him to anybody.
If you ever need any photos for anything, definitely.
I mean, because Noah recommended him to me, and I was like, okay, well, and plus I wouldn't be taking anybody away from their church, so I was like, let's do it.
Yeah.
And then we coordinated and everything, and then he gives me the pictures back, and like I told you,
they were awesome.
And I remember I was sat there that night, and me and Mom kind of relished in the fact we were the only ones that had these for a little bit.
So you kind of like.
And we just were like, all right, let's just look at these before anybody else does, But yes, but I was gonna say, but you did a wonderful job coordinating everything, and Jeff did a great job.
He always does.
And I'm thinking, because all the moving parts, right? With like this being moved here and this and that, all that stuff. How in the world? Obviously, he had a great team behind him.
Yeah.
I'm not saying us, but like everybody else. But like, how in the world did he think of all that?
No idea. He's so creative. He's just so good like that. I don't know. I mean, God definitely placed him in that role for a reason, and it's just so awesome to see it.
Yeah. And so did you go back and watch? I think it was the Mystery of Christmas online.
Yes, it was so.
Because of course we didn't know.
Which that was my favorite song from the beginning. Like I fell in love with that song the first time I heard it. But it was so cool to see it. Like. Yeah. It's just so good.
Well, and we didn't know, of course, like, because we see on the screens back behind us, there was the stuff going on. We knew that, but we didn't see what it said.
Right.
Well, then, I didn't know that online it was on top of Samantha's narration.
Yes.
And I'm
so
like,
cool.
that's so cool.
And just with the choir, but also the solos and the narration, everything coming together, it just sounded so cool.
Yeah.
I love that song.
I mean, and all of it, from my point of view, flowed, very well.
So great.
And, I may or may not during the second service.
Yeah.
I had to catch myself, but I about fell downstairs.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I mean, but I was able to catch myself
good.
Before. It wasn't like when we walked out. I was still in that stairwell, and so nobody noticed.
Oh my goodness.
Plus, it was dark, so I was like, all right, good. But I was curious about this one. How do you balance working NBC with school and having free time? Because that's a lot for one person.
Yeah, it's definitely hard, but it's really worth it. I go to school in the mornings, and then I come here and work, and then I actually go to another job. I teach dance at Wondersville. I teach dance classes to girls. It's so fun. I love doing it. It definitely takes, a lot, but, I've learned to really trust God in my timing because it's not mine. It's not my timing.
Right.
And I've really, I feel like that's where, I'm supposed to be doing these things. So, and the other thing is, not complaining about it because I'm what I'm saying? I have all this stuff to do, I get to do it, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I have to do this where I get to do it, Yeah. Looking at it at a different way.
And we often prayed for those things and we forget we did. And God's
you prayed for the season you're in, and then while you're in that season that God provided you with, you forgot that, oh my gosh, I prayed for this.
Yeah.
So.
And that I have to remind myself. I'm not saying that I ever complain about anything that I do here. Because
me too.
Wonderful, wonderful work that we do.
Right.
And it's wonderful to serve alongside Jeff and everybody here, and to serve God in this way. But sometimes you have to remind yourself because it does get mentally nerve-wracking.
Yes, I definitely had to remind myself to set boundaries because which is in a good way. I'm a very yes person. If someone asks me to do something, yes.
Yeah.
And I just have to find those moments of rest because not that I'm gonna you say yes, but just take sometimes and you can say no. You know what I'm saying? I've learned to say that.
I've learned you can't do it all.
You can't do it all.
You can't.
But you can it's good to have a balance. But I've just really learned to trust God and it's just showed me to trust God more in my in His timing and just His strength and His grace and just allow Him to focus on Him during my day and let Him control my life and not just me take over.
Yeah, and for me, with working, not saying that I didn't do this stuff before,
right?
But it's really it's kind of forced me into because of where I'm working at. I'm all right, to more, I guess. I don't know the right words to put, to lock in with, to read, but to better, to understand what I'm reading.
It makes me want to, give my best. Which it's and just, I don't know, I feel like I was placed here for a reason, and it's just really provided me a way of discipline.
Well, I'll tell you, you're putting your best foot forward. From what I can, you're doing a great job. From what I can tell, Sherry did a wonderful job, but Jeff did an awesome job picking you to come in.
She did.
And you're doing awesome. So, and one of the things I was wondering because this might seem a bit self-centered, but it's not just involving me. what's it been like working with Jeff, me, and Danny, and the rest of the staff here at Northside?
Yeah, it's been really, really good. Y'all are. It's crazy because I'm the only girl, so it is a lot. But y'all are so cool, like so cool, so good. Y'all are so good at what y'all do, and it's just so easy to work with y'all. And y'all are also so like encouraging. So it's really.
Oh yeah, well.
It's so nice to work with encouraging people.
Yeah.
Instead of I know we are working at a church, and not everyone gets to work at a church with encouraging people like that.
I'm realizing that now.
It's very nice to work with encouraging people who believe in God and are saved, and it's just really nice. And sometimes you take that for granted. It's so nice because a lot of people work with lost people, and I work with lost people at my other jobs.
Right.
And you can definitely tell the difference, and I'm so thankful, that I get this opportunity to work with y'all because y'all are it's just so cool.
Yeah, well, because I talked to Mom, not that her job's bad or anything, but like, she, and I will say this, I won't say in what way, but like, these guys, they take care of us too.
Yes, they do.
In ways that, we've only been here for a few months.
In ways we don't even know.
No, exactly, right. And I'm like, wow, like for a first job for me, I know it's not your first job, but it's awesome,
right. I love it.
And one of my goals when I found out you were coming on, like I was like, because it's weird because I've done this for technically a couple of years, but like not officially, right? I was like, I'm gonna make sure that like I like help you in any way I possibly can, like and I try to do that.
And you definitely do that.
I'm glad because I was like, I'm gonna make sure that she's good and she can do her job the best way she possibly can.
Anytime I need something, Charlie's there, and I can.
Well, hey, we're Jeff's team, so we gotta look out for each other, and and I think it's so funny because, like, he's the oldest person on his team now. Like, I think, isn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, out of, it's me, you, and Danny.
Right.
Now, I know there's Terry, but I think he still is the oldest, I think. Which, hey, look, he might have just turned 50, but he don't act like he's 50.
No.
All right, he's got more energy than most 50-year-olds.
Yes. I think he has more energy than me some days.
Well, him and Christy both said they act like kids.
Oh my goodness.
I've heard them both say that. I'm like, well, don't change, all right?
Yeah.
Because that was what makes you great leaders.
Right.
And just to brag on Christy for a minute.
Right. I love her so much.
Yeah.
She's just such a wonderful woman, and I just look up to her so much. She's so, in every way of her life, I just love, she's just so, I love everything about her. She's just so cool.
Well, when I remember this was like, I think it was the week that, it might have been that Wednesday or, no, it wasn't that Wednesday, but it was like the Wednesday prior when Jeff was sick.
Yes.
Or it might have been Sunday night or something. But she is able to step right into where he's at.
Yes.
And just fill it in.
Yes.
Like I remember I asked her a question and she knew the exact answer. I mean, it was like, it's like having Jeff there without having him there.
Yes.
It's just, but she
nice.
knows.
But she's also so encouraging.
Right.
She's one of the most encouraging people in my life, and I really don't know what I would do without her. She's just so cool.
And I mean, I'm sure she keeps Jeff,
she keeps
very
Jeff
rooted. Yeah. Right in line.
Right in line.
Everybody needs somebody like that.
Yes.
But one of the things too I was curious with was what's been the funnest part about this job, being the worship assistant.
So I would say it's really just seeing being behind the scenes. I mean, for me, I've gone to church here my whole life, and it's just crazy to see the behind the scenes because you really don't really know what goes into it. When you just come to church on Sundays and Wednesdays, and you see the people running around, but you really don't know, what they're doing. Or if they, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's really fun to be a part of that behind the scenes and get to play a role in that. I really like. I really like being in charge, and it's taken some. I really I like being in charge. I like knowing what's happening, and it's cool because I do know what's happening, but I also have to remind myself these are
adults,
God's in charge. You're not, you know what I'm saying? So I have to remind myself constantly in life, just you're not in charge. Yeah. But because I like a plan, I like to schedule stuff and just patience and. But
well, I tell you, it was. Just for where we're, when we're recording, it's like the Bethlehem actually tonight.
Yes.
But, we had, so Jeff's not been here because he took off.
Yes.
Well-desered, break from the Christmas program.
He deserves a rest.
And, so I didn't know that, because Josh had actually texted Jeff about, a question, and he was like, ask Charlie about it. Yeah. I had no idea that I was in charge of a certain thing.
Yeah.
And, we got it done, of course.
Right.
But I was like, it was a weird, I had to get used to that.
Yeah.
Because there are people looking for you for answers, for things. Because it's a ministry that you run. Yeah. And it's just whoa, that's interesting.
Sometimes, we're not going to know all the answers. But it's definitely learning, and I feel like we've both grown from being here.
Yeah.
A lot.
I mean,
so.
and just it's not even been a year,
No,
which
yeah.
I'm gonna
It's been
be
a few
excited
months.
to see. I'm gonna be excited to see what in that time
Right.
what that looks like. You know
Yeah.
how much. I mean, 'cause we'll go through a full rotation of all of the
Right.
events and everything.
Yes.
You know, I mean, and
Right.
and you would think that just doing Christmas would be a big enough
Yeah.
thing, but there's
We're
more
already
coming
planning stuff.
for Bible conference and all that
Yeah.
stuff. I know.
Choir kickoff.
Gosh.
It's in a few weeks.
Yeah. And you know, like I know one thing that you don't get to be a part of is staff meetings, but
Yes.
still, even though you're not on those, I mean, you're so involved with it because,
Yes.
like you said, the behind the scenes
Yes.
is so
Crazy.
cool. And just to give people background, like we're talking about the Bible conference months in advance. Like we were talking about
Right.
it in November,
Yes.
and I'm like,
Crazy.
my gosh, like that is in February, March.
Yes.
And you know, just to give some people background, that's how far in advance mine and Audrey's mind have to think
Yeah.
and to get things ready and
Right.
done. But yeah, so for the final question, for anyone wanting to work in ministry or like have had just the call in ministry in general, what would you tell them?
I would say to just say yes to where God is calling you.
Mhm.
You know, because it may be like scary or unexpected. Like I had no idea that this is where I was going to end up. You know what I'm saying? Like
Me
literally a few
neither,
months ago,
yeah.
I was sitting on my couch at home. I had gotten home from school, and Jeff Scoggins texted me, "Can I call you?" And I was like, "What in the world?" And it's just crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like just so. And then I mean, of course, I prayed about it.
Right.
But it was definitely where I'm meant to be, and
Mhm.
I love it here. But you know, I don't know. It's not. Ministry isn't easy.
No.
Definitely not. I mean,
Mhm.
be expected. Expect things to change and move around all the time.
Yeah, expect the unexpected.
Right, expect the unexpected, but and expect to serve in small ways, like big
Mhm.
and small ways. Like it's not always gonna be, like the big things. Like it's not always gonna be Christmas.
No.
It's not always gonna be Easter, but there's like every Sunday to Sunday on Wednesday nights, like there's
Mhm.
small things that go into each thing.
Yep.
Or each ministry, and just be ready to serve in any way you can.
And also remember, all ministries are important. They have a role to play.
Right.
Just because you might be doing this and then
Yes.
somebody else is doing
Right.
this.
It takes the whole
Yeah.
church. You know what I'm saying? Like, and not one person can't do it all.
Right.
So it takes everyone.
Ain't that the truth? And
Everyone has a
great
gift.
job to Noah and Jeff for holding the fort
Yes.
down for so long
Right.
because they didn't have a
Right.
media specialist, and then Sherry
Yes.
retired
It's
for,
crazy.
so that was just
But
them
they
holding
did
it
so
down.
well. Yeah.
They did, and
I really don't know how them two did it without.
I don't know.
Like without other people.
I would
I understand why they needed other people because that's a lot.
yeah,
So.
and we've seen it in the past few months
Right.
how much they poured into it, and
Right.
but they did a wonderful job, and like I said, you're doing a great job too.
Yes,
and
you are
so,
too.
but I don't
It's been
think,
amazing.
I don't think there's any other questions I have. Is
Right.
there anything else that you want to say or anything,
I
or
don't think so.
before you pray us out?
I don't think so.
All right, well,
Right.
yep.
Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day and thank you for everything you've given us, Lord. I just thank you for allowing me to come and talk with Charlie today and just have this opportunity to come on the podcast. And I just thank you so much for that, Lord. I pray for the walk through Bethlehem tonight, Lord, and that you just bring many people to come and walk through it, Lord, and see the Christmas story and just really see what Christmas is all about and just know that, Lord. I pray that people would become saved, Lord, and just come to you and know you and come to know you, Lord, and really just trust and put their full faith and trust in you, Lord, and just really live their lives following you, Lord. I pray for just Sunday, and that you would also bring people to you, Lord, and new people, and allow people to join the church and just become saved, Lord, and just open our eyes to you, Lord, and flood the hallways of our church, flood the hallways of our schools, Lord, and the streets of Lowndes County, Lord. Just allow us to be lights for you, Lord, and just live our lives for you, but just as examples in this world, in this time of hurt in this world. And I just pray that we would just really live for you and through everything we do in our whole lives, and that you would just allow me and Charlie to keep growing in this ministry, Lord, and for our church, Lord, and that you would just allow everyone to have a great day and just stay safe and come to know you and really put their faith and trust in you and grow closer to you throughout their lives. And in your name I pray, amen.
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 All right. Well, thank you so much for
Right.
coming back on.
Yes.
And who knows, you might have to get H to come back on.
Yes,
now.
Asa needs to come on back on.
I don't know what it'll be yet.
Right.
But we'll have to think of
We
it.
can think about it.
Yep.
Yes.
All right. Well, I can't
All
wait
right.
to see what God does with it.
Yes.
Yep. With another episode of the Young Minds Podcast coming to a close, I just want to remind you that you are never alone and faith is action. So let's get out there.